Cowboys are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number
Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This is Tony Pollard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Washington.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Check, check.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
That's complete, right around the 8. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
An 18-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Haskins on 1st down. Caught left side by Funchess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13. Cowboys 3.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Antonio.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 24, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
For a Cowboys.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The 23-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
short of the goal line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And he puts it through.
Good. Makes this Washington 13. Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, got four down. 24 is the mic. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 24 is the mic. Hey, what's the ball? 24 is the mic.
Now it's Haskins. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down.
On first down, it's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Cowboys.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Flushed out right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Third and goal from just outside the 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Makes the score.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now Haskins to throw it, trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry by Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Prescott's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Washington.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Funches with a catch over the middle. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Haskins on 3rd down. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
25. Cowboys 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Let's get out the field.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
15-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Washington, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.